Hey, what's up guys? For our workout today, we're gonna get things started with a 5-minute running clock. So we've got 5 movements and 1 minute on each of them. The first movement we're gonna do is a strict burpee. So think burpee, but with a strict push up through the bottom there rather than that roll down, roll up. Second one is going to be hang power clean. We then move to step ups. We then go to baby makers, and then finally a straddle and sweep stretch. So looking at each of those, the strict burpee, I start off like I normally do. I'm gonna hinge at the hips. Okay, when I get to here, I move through that strict push up, back up again. So the difference being, when I come down normally for a burpee, I would kind of drop the knees, drop the hips, roll down, roll up. And with this one, we're gonna shoot to a nice kind of plank position, just have the chest touch the ground, and then we jump to the clap at the top there. So those will obviously cycle slower. It's also a warm up as well, so you go even slower again. So do have many of those you can fit into the minute, but make sure it's a really nice sharp form. From there, the second minute, we've got those hang power cleans. So from here, I'm gonna hinge until they're just above knee height, turning over into that little half squat position. Make sure my back stays straight through here. Big shrug, turning over and standing nice and tall. From there, we go to step ups. So whole foot on the box. Okay, depending on what height you're working with at home, obviously this might be a little bit higher, might be a little bit more challenging. What we want to make sure of is that the one leg does the whole lift to the top. What I don't want to do, especially if I've got a high box, is get sort of halfway on, get the other one on there, and then push out with both legs. Think of it like pistol squats. Use the one leg to get yourself nice and upright. And from there, we're gonna go to baby makers. So squat stance, grab onto those toes, hips down, hips up, driving those knees out to the side. Okay, and then the last thing we're gonna do is what we call a straddle and sweep. So I'm gonna take a nice wide stance. So that's my sort of straddle position, and I'm going to sweep right to left. Just going back and forth, loosening up the hamstrings, the groin, the lower back. So a minute on each of those, and that is your warm up. Hey, what's up guys? I hope you're all keeping well out there. We're having a look at the MOV workout. So with this one, it's a long one today. It's 30 minutes. And it's an AMRAP, although we are going to get some little rests in along the way there. So what we're looking at doing is a dumbbell complex, or maybe you're working with kettlebells, but it's a weighted complex. And we're going to work with an ascending ladder of reps. So the first round, it's going to be 5 reps. Second round's 10, third round's 15, then 20, and 25. And you keep climbing as high as you can in 30 minutes. In between each of those rounds, you're going to take a 60-second rest. So you need to be positioned somewhere where you can see the clock, or maybe you're working with a watch. Make sure you take those 60-second rests in between. What we're going to do in each round is a dumbbell burpee clean and front rack step up. So it's a bit of a mouthful of a name, but what we're going to look at basically doing is setting ourselves up probably about a meter or so out from the box. Make sure you've got clear space behind you. So I'm going to come down, chest to ground, pop back up again, up to shoulders, and then from there, that would be 1 repetition. I would return back down through that whole process. Alternating legs along the way, okay? So you notice with this, going onto the box or coming off the box, I might take 1 or 2 little extra steps just to create a safe space so I'm not whacking my head into the box. That's totally fine. Move through it however you need to. I was going dumbbells outside the legs. You can also go dumbbells inside the legs like you would for, say, a devil's press. That's totally fine. But this is a slow cycling movement. What we want to do is try our best to push as unbroken as we can in each of those sets, knowing that we have a 60-second rest at the end of it. So 5 of those, 60 seconds off, then 10, 60 seconds off, 15, so on and so forth for 30 minutes. So that is your MOV workout.